Hi, it's Karen. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make the no knead bread. But I already started it, so I'm just going to tell you, and of course I'll put this in the description, what I put in this and what I've done so far. I put in 3 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of yeast, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 5/8 cup of warm water. And you just mix it up in a bowl like this, and it's going to be really shaggy, and that's normal. And then you cover it with the saran wrap for 12 to 18 hours. Okay, so I've done that. All right, so now you know it's done when you see all these bubbles, which I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they're there. All right, so I'm going to get a spatula because it's going to stick. I don't think I put olive oil on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll it out with a little bit of flour, just a dusting. And then we're going to let it set again for another 15 minutes. And then we're going to shape it again. I think that's when we put it into the Dutch oven. No, you just put a tea towel on it. And then you let it sit for 2 hours. And then we're going to bake it. So you need a Dutch oven for this, or something like it, because you're going to put wax paper in your Dutch oven, and that's how you'll pull the bread out. And you also have to put the Dutch oven into your oven to get it hot, so that when this bread goes in, it goes in and it's already, the oven's already really, really hot. So let me just get this going a little bit. It's kind of sticky wet. So, okay, so cover and rest for 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash out this thing, and I'm going to just, yeah, it looks really good, nice and smooth. It's got the bubbles in it, which is what you want. And now we're going to let it rest for about 15 minutes after I wash this. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. And now what we want you to do is put a tea towel in your bowl and put a little bit of flour on it, and make sure it's not, you know, it feels good, it feels dry, it's all cute. Isn't that cute? And then just put it in there, and we're going to put it in there for another 2 hours and let it rise. Put a little bit of flour on it, cover it with a tea towel, put it in a cool, dark space, and let it rise for 2 more hours. And what we're going to do is, if you can see over here, let me lower this a little bit. I don't want to put it on the table because the table is so dirty. So this is the pot I have that I'm going to put it in, and it's covered with wax paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the oven at 450 degrees. But a half an hour before we put the bread in the oven, we're going to put this in the oven and get it hot. So it's really, you have to be really careful when you do this, because it's very hot, and my Dutch oven is heavy. So I'll show it to you when we do that. Okay. Hello, so our bread is done rising, and I put the pot in at 450 a half an hour before we're going to put the bread in. So you want to make sure the pot is really hot. This is what the dough looks like. See there? And now when you do this, you got to be really careful, because the pot is hot, and you don't want to burn yourself. And so hopefully I'll be able to do that. So then we're going to put the bread in to the pot. You see it here. So take this lid off, set it down here. And then we're going to put the bread in like so. Okay. And we're just going to dump it. There we go. See that? Perfect. And then we're going to cover it and we're going to cook it for 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. So the oven's been heating for 30 minutes. We're going to cook it for 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes is over, then we're going to take the lid off and cook it for another 30 minutes. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully with the soup. See you then. Hi, this is Karen. It's done. Here's the bread. Doesn't that look delicious? So I will show you what the soup looks like with the bread, and the bread is the only points. The soup is 0 points. The bread is, for 1/16 of the bread, it's 2 points. And then of course butter, if you're gonna have butter on it, which I love, it's 6 points for a tablespoon of butter. So I just saved up my points today. So I'll see you in a bit. And here is the finished product. You have the carrot soup and the bread. The bread is, for 1/16 of a piece of bread, of the whole loaf, it's 2 points. And the soup is 0. So, and then if you use butter, you gotta count that too. That's it. Bon appetit.